And it's a little bit long, but just bear with me. It's really worth listening to. The further apart we draw, the higher our mutual status tends to become. On the other hand, we get progressively out of touch. What you are at this moment, in and to yourself, becomes more and more irrelevant and beyond my reach. We live in different worlds. No signals can pass between us as contemporaries. What your past is doing to me now, and the future I am now preparing for you as a consequence, are as much of you as I can find room for. And your present condition over there is at most a futile specter haunting my absolute elsewhere. My relations with you take the form of incoming knowledge about you and outgoing will to modify you. So he's got knowledge about you and outgoing will to modify you as hyphenated. So they're things, right? So I'll just read it again. My relations with you take the form of incoming knowledge about you and outgoing will to modify you. There is no love lost between us, or rather, it is all lost. We know only how to use each other. The present living person, the adorable, terrible, utterly mysterious presence of him, becomes the lifeless instrument to be exploited or broken. The center has dropped out of him, leaving only a shell. There remains the love which restores the world's life. The love which, placing itself instantaneously at the other's center, bridges the time gulf. Love is of the present. Love is now. But just because love unites itself with the present loved one, it belongs to faith, not sight. The words, whom having not seen ye love, are true of all our loves. For love, having its own mode of timeless vision, has no need of the eye of the body or the light of the sun. Whenever we place ourselves in the other man's shoes, feel for him, try to see things from his angle, treat him as a sacred end in himself, we are adopting that ultimate and timeless mode of recapitulation, which belongs to the highest level. In fact, all recognition of other persons as such transcends the level at which it occurs and has in it something of the divine. Quote, for love is of God, unquote. To the Greeks, God was divine knowledge. To the Hebrews, divine will. To the Christians, divine love. The first looks to the past, the second to the future, the third to the present, and the third is the greatest. Not to love anyone, that is the real atheism. Quote, he that loveth not his brother abideth in death, unquote. In effect, he is a fratricide, for to know and to act towards your brother without loving him is to deny him present existence, so that he shall become the appendage of your past and future. In a sense, it is true, as Miguel de Unamuno says, that, quote, to be the whole of myself is to be everybody else. And this gets to this, what I heard in the liturgy, right? Becoming the full stature of Christ. But everything depends upon how I go about realizing that fact. Do I place these other selves at my periphery, or do I place myself at their center with a capital C? In the writing of this book, for instance, have I not very often failed in sympathy and imagination and refused to feel my way to the heart of the thinkers whose opinion I reject? Get at the expanding center of a human character, writes William James, by living sympathy, and at a stroke, you see how it makes those who see it from without interpret it in such diverse ways. Place yourself similarly at the center of a man's philosophic vision, and you understand at once all the different things it makes him write or say. But keep outside, use your post-mortem method, try to build the philosophy up out of the single phrases, and of course you fail. You crawl over the thing like a myopic ant over a building, tumbling into every microscopic crack or fissure, finding nothing but inconsistencies and never suspecting that a center exists. Not even a book, not even this book, can be understood without something like a timeless love for its author. What has been the history of science, of our civilization itself, from its first or theological to its third or scientific stage, but a movement away from persons to things, until, at the cost of immense exertions, the central, with a capital C, noumenon is abolished, and the peripheral phenomenon is supreme. We have chased every competing thou out of the universe, but to no purpose. For as St. Paul says, we are nothing if we have not love. Nor in the long run can we truly know or effectively influence that which does not engage our affection. Quote, want of love is a degree of callousness, for love is the perfection of consciousness. We do not love because we do not comprehend, or rather we do not comprehend because we do not love, unquote. Either knowledge as to the past and will as to the future culminate in present love, or they are self-stultifying, for love yields inside information and knows how to win. The ultimate ignorance is not caring what others think, and the ultimate powerlessness is not caring what others want. And in absolute reality, McTaggart argues, the knowledge of other selves will always have the quality of love. The direct perception of other selves will involve loving them. So that just stood out